Today we're going to do a process called wax resist on our clay projects. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the side and decide which one I think looks nicer. I think this side looks a little bit nicer, and then I'm going to use a waxy tool like oil pastels in order to color this however I would like. So what I want to make sure I'm doing as I color this also is that I'm using really bright light colors, because we want a lot of contrast when we paint over this a little bit later with a dark color. Now that I've colored this completely, then I'm going to use black acrylic paint. This is actually watered down a little bit, and I'm going to paint over top of my oil pastel. What's going to happen is that anywhere where I have oil pastel, then when I go to wash this off later, it's not going to stick. The oil colors or the oil pastels are going to resist the acrylic paint that I have on here. So I'm just going to cover up this entire side right here, making sure to get the sides of my shape as well. And I don't want to see any peekaboo spots. So that's going to be little white spots poking through. I really want to make sure I get everything like this. And then the fun part comes next. Once the whole thing is sort of painted here, then I'm going to rinse it off under the sink. And then we're going to be left with a really beautiful piece of artwork. Here you guys can see that anywhere where I had the oil pastel, the paint didn't stick to it. So once we have everything washed off, we're just going to leave it to dry.